Scorpio, hello. Welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your monthly reading for April 2025. We're going to take a look at the theme heading into this month, as well as any challenges and opportunities, and finally, any what you should be letting go of, as well as what you should be embracing for the month of April. Okay? Please do keep in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what does not, and reverse any energies as you see fit. Okay? Show me, Scorpio, for the month of April, please. Show me, Scorpio, for the month of April 2025. Show me, Scorpio, please. Thank you. All right, interesting here. Was it Cancer that had the Nine of Wands as well? So also Cup energy here had this Nine of Wands. So we'll see what that means for you, okay? Definitely some sort of uphill battle here, some sort of fatigue. Again, looking at him, noticing he's very determined. I'm noticing that on his face here. He's very determined, even if he's physically not his best, right? I'm just kind of looking at his little side eye here. He's ready, right? He's mentally prepared. His energy is ready, even if he's not his optimal self here. Okay. Challenge, the Queen of Cups here. I'm wondering if your boundaries are being tested this month, Scorpio. Opportunity, the world. That's a lovely opportunity. Yeah, beautiful. I wonder if we can get some clarity on that. You're like, well, what's, you're like, well, what, you're showing me, anything's possible. The opportunity, well, I can have the world. It's funny. A little cheeky. Queen of Swords here. In terms of what you should be letting go of. Interesting. This is very interesting here. Queen of Swords, what you should be letting go of, what you should be embracing is the King of Swords. So a leveling up of sorts here. Of swords. Almost like I'm wondering, your boundaries are being tested. I'm wondering if it's not enough to kind of sit in that wisdom, but you have to control the narrative here a little bit. There is this idea of taking control, perhaps asserting your truth, right? It's not enough to simply know it. You have to assert it. So interesting. Page of Pentacles is the lesson here. It's curious because this is all inner, right? I mean, aside from the world, that can be kind of taken in any kind of layer and any kind of aspect here. But that Page of Pentacles is grounded energy, right? A little bit of Taurus energy here, or earth element, right? Which is your sign opposite here. So it is a little interesting. I'm wondering how this translates to your physical realm. But we'll go ahead and clarify. We are going to take a look at the shadow. Hopefully that will tie everything together once we get to the end of the reading. But for now, we're going to focus on that Nine of Wands for you, Scorpio. Show me that Nine of Wands for Scorpio, please. Show me that Nine of Wands for Scorpio in the month of April. Thank you. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Cancer had the same center card, the Ace of Wands. That's really neat here. I wonder what Pisces will have if there'll be any similarities there for all the water signs. Anyway, 9 of Wands, we have that clarified by Temperance, Ace of Wands, 8 of Cups. I'm wondering if you're walking away from this ace. You know, what's interesting here is that there's this ace, this Temperance, right, who brings in harmony, balance, making sure everything is grounded, making sure you're centered, strong center inside, strong grounding outside, right? That balance here. And it seems like this ace is not giving that balance for whatever reason. You're choosing to walk away. I'm wondering if you're choosing to walk away from this 9 of Wands work or energy here. Coming into your shadow, we have the 6 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups here. So that ace popping up, your element. It's interesting. I'm wondering if you're walking away from something. Very clear. In order to pursue a passion project. Ten of Cups beneath that, right? Happiness there, joy, emotional abundance. This is interesting. Let's take a look at that Page of Pentacles for you, Scorpio. Show me that Page of Pentacles here for Scorpio, please, as their lesson in April. Show me that Page of Pentacles as the lesson for Scorpio in April, please. Thank you. Yeah, it feels like you're sorry, you can't see that there. It feels like the lesson is that you're pursuing a different opportunity. Right, both 8s here. So you, despite feeling fatigued, it's almost like within this feeling of kind of being worn down and almost like battle tested here, you're coming up and you're kind of realizing there's something you need to walk away from here. And then as the lesson for April, with the Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, and that 8 of Wands, you notice the 8's showing up again. This idea with these pages here, new insight, new knowledge, outside matching the inside, that this King of Pentacles needs to move on. Right? Your idea of success here, or some sort of success in your physical world, we're moving on to a new opportunity here. And it looks like it's one that, you know, you feel passionate about from the inside. This is very interesting here. Let's take a look at this Queen of Cups for you, Scorpio. Show me this Queen of Cups for Scorpio, please. Show me this Queen of Cups for Scorpio. Thank you. All right. The Sun. And there's that King. Okay, so for that Queen of Cups here, we have the Lovers, Gemini energy, okay? Knight of Swords, 5 of Cups. So something's lost. Something's lost. I'm wondering if right? This is very much a Scorpio card here. What is... I'm wondering if you are asking yourself some hard questions. I feel like with this knight here, he's almost attacking the lovers, right? Full force into trying to break up whatever that lover's connection is, right? Soul bond connection, divine connection, connection to your higher self, connection to spirit, universe. All right. However that resonates with you, there's some aspect of you that is deeply questioning this or deeply trying to disrupt this connection here. I'm wondering if there's something that you're a question of faith or a perhaps some doubt. Something happens to make you question your faith, question spirit, question the universe here. With just the way that these cards are presenting here. Perhaps it could also be an opportunity to examine your connection, right? This idea of realizing that there is something lacking within your cup here, Scorpio. With the Nine of Cups, the Sun, and the Three of Cups, the High Priestess, and the King of Swords here, I'm wondering just very... Queen of Cups, Six of Swords, Justice, Three of Wands. I mean, I could go on. It's almost like this idea that you're... I'm wondering if you're in a place to start doing this work. To start kind of diving a little bit deeper here to see... and uproot some sort of pain or some sort of blockage that's kind of stopping you from pushing further, Scorpio, and getting deeper into your cup here or having a deeper level of awareness of your cup. I'm wondering if the time is coming to... The time is coming to examine that and kind of level... I want to say level up, but it feels level deeper into inner awareness. Like a very, I don't know, I'm just getting this idea of like a full belly feeling. That's kind of the vibe I have for you. So I'm wondering, yeah, if there's something that's making you question your relationship to with whatever the lovers is. Like I said, it can be any number of the things I've mentioned. But you have the ability to do this work, Scorpio, because of how good you feel, right? And the fact that you've come so far that you can now do the Scorpio thing and kind of level up or level deeper into the inner workings of you. Very interesting presentation here. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that world. Right? Looking deeper, right? Perhaps the shadow self. Looking deeper into that cup, seeing the things that we hide from people, seeing the distortions, right? Seeing the distortions. Let's take a look at that world for Scorpio, please. Show me the world for Scorpio. Show me the word for Scorpio, please. Thank you. Interesting. Okay, so for the world here, we have the Five of Wands, the Magician, and Justice here. So pushing towards a decision, pushing towards an end, right, with that world, and with the end obviously beginning, coming full circle here, but closing the page on a chapter. Again, taking that idea of leveling up or leveling deeper, right? Going to that next level, whatever that feels like. But with the Five of Wands, the Magician, and Justice, this feels like you need to engage, or you are engaging a little bit more with people around you, right? Perhaps engaging in debate or some sort of proactive conversation here, or engagement in order to manifest this change, right? This change looks like it's coming from conversations that you've had with your peers, or debate, or at least if it's not the conversation, if it's actively being engaged in, interaction in order to spur that change along, right? Like we don't consider other perspectives, or we don't think differently until we encounter someone that does think differently from ourselves, right? And then there's this idea of, well, we have to be open to that way of thinking in order to assess our own thinking, in order to gain some more understanding, what have you, right? So it does feel like, again, there's this idea of, and especially with these fives here, some sort of something that is spurring this change, this conversation. In the shadow here, we have the Ten of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot here. With these tens and the two in the center, I'm feeling like not necessarily indecision here, but the mind is silent and letting the energy connect to earth, right? Letting your energy and that earth energy really have their moment here, right? And continue on in that vein. The mind is silent because the mind is not necessary in this moment. The energy is speaking, if that makes sense here. Similar to here, the energy is spurring the movement away, right? Interesting here. Okay, let's take a look at these swords. Show me this Queen of Swords. For Scorpio, please show me this Queen of Swords. For Scorpio. Show me this Queen of Swords. For Scorpio, last time. Show me this Queen of Swords. Thank you. How interesting is that, eh? Okay. Into your shadow. Queen of Swords. We have that clarified here with the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Fool, right? the end of your queen, or of this queen as she exists currently. Okay, coming into your shadow here, we have that clarified by the Three of Pentacles. Okay, then followed by the Queen of Swords, the World, and the Chariot. There's an ending here of this queen, of this kind of wisdom here, or this perhaps way of thinking has changed, right? There's a new how do I say this? Something new is different. Okay, and it's almost like this tiny thing propels this big shift. But it has to do with how you engage with other people. And something in that engagement clicks and you say, I am done with this kind of passive energy. And then there's a movement, right? There's a movement beyond how far this queen can take you. Okay, coming into your immediate clarifiers here, Queen of Wands, Ten of Swords, the Fool. You're moving on. Again, interesting that this queen comes in and almost facilitates the end of this queen, right? Again, fire-led, passion-led here. This guy is determined, right? And that I'm still focusing on that look because he is showing up very determined. And I'm not seeing that disappear anywhere. He's determined to get to where he needs to get to, but there's an understanding that almost a walking away of something is necessary, right? Led by passion. There's this feeling, this energy that comes from within that facilitates this end and forces you to leap or encourages you, or you slide into that, right? Either way here, some sort of engagement spurs the end of this queen. Let's take a look at this King of Swords here. Show me this King of Swords for Scorpio, please. Show me this King of Swords for Scorpio. And one more time. Show me this King of Swords for Scorpio, please. Thank you. Interesting. Okay. King of Swords here we have clarified by the Moon, Eight of Swords, Knight of Wands. Again, that wand energy. In the shadow here we have the Two of Wands, King of Cups, Seven of Swords. Honestly, you know what this looks like? Being scared and doing it anyway. Not knowing what's going to happen here, but doing it anyway. And confronting that kind of second guessing or that ruminating that Five of Cups can do and say, no, I'm not good enough. No. Woe is me. I can't do this. And you're doing it anyway. If we're following the line of that fire energy coming through and saying, we're letting that wand lead, right? This determination here is flowing through this Knight of Wands and saying, I'm scared, I feel trapped, but I'm doing it anyway, right? And this does feel like you are picking up more of a dominant energy, at least regarding your thoughts, your opinions, your beliefs, your values. And it feels like in some sort of instance here, you feel the urge. And I would say for some of you, the necessity to speak up and to assert these values. And it feels like these things that you would normally keep hidden, Scorpio, to light and share these with other people, despite the fact that it makes you feel vulnerable and seen, right? In the shadow here, Two of Wands, King of Cups, Seven of Swords, making that decision, knowing that you're putting yourself out there. Knowing that you're putting yourself out there. You know what you're doing. And there's a bit of a mental twinge there. Oh, I don't know. Doing it anyway. Interesting. Let's tie this in with the shadow energy here. We have the Empress, the High Priestess, Hanged Man, Knight of Swords, Strength. And I'm going to leave it there. Okay, with these energies, right? Again, major energies. Things are at play here, Scorpio. This idea here the Empress nurturing you along the way, feeling good, feeling confident, exuding that sensuality, right? And that doesn't mean sexually, but just embracing the totality of that, right? The fact that, for Scorpio, like sensuality is not a bad thing. That's part of us. Don't deny that aspect, right? High Priestess here, embracing that inner knowing, coming to terms with it, finding that Hanged Man perspective, ushering in with this sword energy again, strength, right? Leo energy, that light from within, that solar plexus, confidence, right? Coming through here. What an interesting April for you, Scorpio. What an interesting April. I would say, on the outside, and I just want to be clear, I feel like it's not easy, right? But it's kind of inspirational work, looking deeper in and finding that energy to move, right? And to take a leap from knowing your truth and speaking your truth, right? That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful. Scorpio, this is what I have for you. Thank you for taking the time to look into April. I hope that this has given you some insight. I hope that you appreciate this reading just like I appreciate you. And I wish you all the very best for April. Okay? Take care, and we'll see you next time.